Hello everybody and welcome to episode 57 of the Pentagon Challenge, and today is my revenge fueled affair as we play Quanjian at home in a must-win game. In my opinion, they are down in the dumps in this season, and the fact that we are trying to defend our CSL title means that now is the right time to get revenge on this team, the one and only club I've yet to beat in this country, and I don't want to leave without having one 3-point victory over them. So you can see here the most recent affairs were in the year 2022. We lost them 3-2 and then 1-0 as well. So we really have our work cut out if we're ever going to get our payback. So let's just check out what is happening in the Super League itself. I'm talking about the title defence, and this is what we have after 13 games, just shy of the halfway point. It's Beijing Guan, as I pronounce, yes, Beijing Guan are top of the league table on 30 points with 10 wins and 3 losses but no draws. We are right behind them on 29 points. In fairness to Guangzhou, they're also in the race, but Renhe, sadly for them, they've fallen away, including a severe loss to Beijing in recent weeks. Shangang are starting to stink up the place, even though they're in the top 5. They have a bit of work to do to catch up. And we've got Shandong in 6th place, competing the teams that are realistically inside the title race. But you can see the form is varied between the teams. It looks like Guangzhou and ourselves are in the best form. Beijing have won 4 in a row though. And then our opponents for today, Quanjian, haven't won in 3 attempts. So that should give us the platform we need to win. But again, you can't predict these things. So when we last met, it was the Saitama United match that we won 4-1. We can ignore the friendlies. They were just a means of keeping my players fit. So since then, we've had more home games against Yambian. We won that 4-2, an exciting game. But we didn't bother with defending too much as we had the 4 goals. Kradzic actually got the hat-trick, and it looked like he scored 2 goals in 10 minutes. That's fascinating, isn't it? I'll double check that for you. I think he just scored twice straight away, one after the other, so I'll just have a look at that. Yeah, 10 minutes and 10 minutes. I haven't played this in a while, so I don't remember that too well. That was fantastic nevertheless. Against Shandong, we needed a huge effort to get a draw out of this. I don't think we played particularly well, but Junior Urso scored twice from the penalty spot, and then Zheng Long got us straight back into the game. But Li Chao was the overall saviour as he tapped home in the 92nd minute. How important could that point be? I'll never know. But against Shangang, we got some payback on them. It was a dreadful game. I didn't enjoy it. But Bian Chen was unlucky to score the own goal. He was trying to block a cross and it just went in past his goalkeeper. And then Tanzan, no problems, 4-0 sweep of them. And now we arrive for our 2nd home game out of 4 in a row. Like, how bizarre. And it culminates with Guangzhou at the end, so that could be very important. And then league leaders Beijing also expecting our visit. And then the FA Cup 4th round will be later in a month's time, just 30 days away. So without further ado, let's just check the injury and lineup before the injury news and the lineup before we continue. So Eddie Francois has a lower back stress fracture, so he can't play. Then we look at the likes of Kui Lung Yong. He's just back from injury, as is where is he? Tao Zian. He's trying to come back from injury, and Zhu Zhen also making a recuperation. And then the other players just a little bit unfit, but it's not too bad really. We had a few on international duty, like Kai Hui Kang, but Sun Yonggang might get a big opportunity to play today. And then Ji Ming Hao makes his first league start in quite some time. I've gambled with Li Shenglong up top, and then the man in form, Li Chao, gets to play on the right hand side, as Daniel Moreno may as well be saved for my next game against Fully. It'll be important for him to get some game time. But as I feel, just Li Chao has really stood up and made his name count. So we'll have a look at these fixtures today. We've got Beijing, top of the league, of course, against Shandong. We got Shanghai against Fully. and then Guangzhou away to Tianjin. Renhe will try to get their season back on track with Hangzhou, and that's pretty much all I'm bothered about, the top 6. So their formation is identical to ours, the 4-2-3-1 attacking. We'll just check out some of their players' star ratings to see if they're worth marking up, as I'm sure they will be. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Xiao Bin, decent player, young, talented. He's not so good in attacking midfield. Shi Hao looks excellent. He must be an international. And then Sindrich, he must be the successor to Lewis Grabban, and indeed he is, but he's made a slow start to life in China. He's only scored twice this season, but he could be a threat. You never know with Football Manager. They can throw up all sorts of tricks in the match engine. So are they? I'm sure they're fully fit. Yeah. Well, one of them isn't, because he probably played for the Chinese national team. You've got a Macedonian in the centre mid as well, but I'm not too fussed about him. Let's now get into the team talk, set our instructions as I prefer them. Don't know why I haven't fixed this, but I kind of like messing about with it before the start of every game. It varies between home and away, I suppose. So let's just okay that, turn on the sound, get our team talk sorted. We have to get our payback. That's the name of the game, and if we do that, then those will be 3 points we've never had before. It'll be so important to get, Quanjian could get relegated if they continue their dip in form. So let's just see how they get on in their changed kit, their red and white stripes, and indeed they are the ones to make kickoff. But it would take a miracle for them to go down at this rate, but I really don't know. Here's an early set piece with Dujia alert to the header, and here comes Shenhua for the first time. Oh, look at Ji Yang. Oh, he scored the first goal of the season when we won the league against Quanjian, but it didn't pay off as they beat us 3-2 in the end, and that was a great opportunity for Quanjian down our end, but we were able to live to tell the tale. Here's Yang Kuo back from injury himself, but it's intercepted. Route 1 pass given away, and it's a bit of a melee. Sun Yonggang just trying his best to win the ball, but here's Sindrich, good interception. It only falls to a Quanjian player though. Dujia saves, and Chanturia has knocked it out for a corner kick. It's all about Quanjian at the moment. I'm not too impressed. That's a outswinger, just missed, and Chanturia doesn't know what to do with the ball, so he decides to put it into empty territory, and I have to say that wasn't smart either. We'll pass more direct, see if that works, and already it looks good for Li Chao. Yang Kuo and Zi Yang. Oh, looked easier to score. Good save by their keeper. The first time we've hit the man in green with a shot, and now it's Shi Hao. It doesn't matter, it's the end of the highlight. Demand more, guys. I'm not angry, but just use your chances wisely. We need to win this game. Sindrich, Wu Zi, and Shi Hao. Oh, it was a tight angle, and the keeper had it covered. So Beijing are winning against Shandong. That's terrible news. We'll have to keep going. Avoid defeat. That's priority number 1. But this is Sindrich offside, thankfully, from our point of view. We need to do something different. This is bad. This is really bad. I might just have to say counter. Cut your losses and try and go into half-time 0-0. Come on, get creative, do something. Here's Shi Hao. Good save by Rufan. And a goal for... I don't know who scored the goal. Zun Yi couldn't get there. Good save, Dujia. It was Beijing 2-0, so they've won that game, I'm fairly sure. Sun Yonggang. Oh, over the bar. But again, this is a mediocre first half. Need to take a drink and think about it. Here's the final chance, and that could be a goal. No, says Dujia. Thank you. Good save. Yang Kuo was able to clear, and there's Li Changming, not like our fella Peng Changming. So we'll go into half time 0-0. I'm not happy. We seem to be bogged down against this team. I don't know what the problem is. But either way, I think the players are they have understanding of my plight, and will turn more direct passing off. I don't need it at the minute. We'll pump the ball into the box definitely something I want to do. So everybody is on point. We need to respect these opponents, but thanks to the goalkeeper we have some platform to build. He is keeping all of their opportunities at bay, and now we just need to score one. And Ji Minghao could be the provider. Goes backwards to Kuo, given away. Shenglong! Oh, he tried the cheeky finesse. And a bit of good news as Fuli lead against Shangang, which puts a Urban 5th and Shangang out of the title race. Very interesting. So push forward. Let's take the lead of this nervy game. But Shangang do decide we're not giving up yet. It's 1-1. Yeah, there it's hidden away. Tianjin 0, Guangzhou 1. So we might just take a look at Prozone just after I make these substitutions. So Vladan Karadzic can play for Ziyang, and we'll make this adjustment. Sun Yungang can go into full defensive midfield mode, and Karadzic can be target man support. So let's look at these Prozone stats. First time I have had to do it in ages, and we'll just see what the heck has gone wrong. So Shanghai Shenhua shots, 5 have been saved from close range and 4 have been from reasonable distance. That's alright. Passing, that's not too bad I suppose, but look at the size of the pitch. I suppose I haven't done it in the match engine, so it feels a bit squashed. 12 key passes all on one side. That's fascinating. We have to do something about that. Let me see the tackling. Okay, how about the average positions and the heat map, one of my go-to roles. It's not bad. I don't think Li Chao has been used, so I'd like to have him brought into the game more. But as I said, these stats are going to be a bit pointless as we're making substitutions. We're not dribbling too well. Fair enough. 2 clear-cut chances, 1 half chance. Interceptions, okay. The fouling, never really too good with these guys. But how about Tianjin? What are they doing in the passing department? The 12 key passes as well. In the centre, really. A little bit out on the left. Crossing. None have been received. That's good news. We'll keep that going. Their positions and heat map look like this. Very compact. So yeah, I do want to give Li Chao his opportunity to work the play. So yeah, that'll do. So we'll just go exploit the right flank and hit early crosses. So we'll see if we can get the target man Karadzic onto the ball. And then Ji Minghao will continue to sit in the hole, trying to feed the passes to his attacking teammates. So let's just try and make our substitutions count. Peng Changming and Karadzic, you are the difference makers. Let's go. Push forward again. That's an injury for Sindrich. So Maz Yangshan comes on. So we'll make our final change and we'll monitor Yangsan. He might be a good player, I don't know. But if he's behind a 21-year-old in the pecking order, something must be awry. Yeah, he doesn't look great. He's only 22 himself, so we'll live with that. So my final change, Yang Kuo. Yeah. Okay, we'll bring off Ji Minghao. Play Zihao. He can score goals as well whenever he's given his chance. So let's see. Overload time, perhaps. No, it's a set piece for Radaby to clear. And now the break is on. Wang Zihao has one option and one option only, and he failed to take it. But here's Chanturia, miles up the pitch here. He has an option at Yang Kuo. Karadzic couldn't head the ball. And unfortunately now Quanjian are in behind. Jovanovski, no, it's a miss. Dabao is on for them. I sense overload. He's an exhausted man, Dabao, but we'll mark him up in a minute. Let's see. Oh no, Chanturia gives away the ball. Yangshan, Shihao. Here's Dabao in space. Good miss in my opinion. Zuyi to Li Chao. Releases Karadzic. There are options, and the keeper does a great job punching that one out for a corner. So we'll look at that Dabao guy. He's knackered, so we'll just do half the work on him. Here's the corner, missed. Sun Yonggang could get there. And I don't believe it, Li Chao, the man I wanted to make the difference, scores. Mystic Owen, 1-0 to Shenhua. Oh, love it. It's always something dramatic in my live comms, and that's no different. His 6th goal this season has given us a platform to chase down Beijing Guan, and now it's just a matter of getting the 2nd goal or holding out for this single goal victory at home. I don't like boring my home support, but I think we'll have to make the exception. We are the reigning champions, and reigning champions have to play dirty and gritty sometimes to get the victories they need. Now 2 minutes to go. Peng Changming cutting outside, wins a corner. Good job. That'll be for Fu Huan to take. My manager character looking with his arms folded, a little bit concerned. I hope this is not their moment. Oh, clear it, Radaby. Good man. Very intelligent from my legend at left back. He's been a wonderful steal from Qatar. Now he plays me in China. Here's Li Chao. He can do whatever he pleases, and he makes a hash of his cross, but thankfully it was a deflection. And now Fu Huan to feed Sun Yonggang. Wang Zihao. What is Zihao going to do? He goes backwards, and there's the victory. It's a tame match, but we finally get our payback that I was demanding, and now those are points we've never had before, and the players can look at themselves with a bit of bit of pride. They've done the job, but Beijing have been phenomenal, and they are the team to beat. We've already gotten 3 points out of them once, and we'll have to do it again. So that'll conclude today's episode. Another clean sheet for Dujia, another home game on the horizon. Can we retain our title from this position with the halfway point, just one game away? So I really appreciate you watching this episode, guys, and I'm not too sure who to live com against next, because the big games coming up are really they're very important, but I want to play the game while I have a bit of free time. Like, I'm not playing FM as much, so I have the full choice here. Right, I might do an update episode after Beijing and then carry on until the Renhe game. That's one I'd love to play, but we'll see how I feel in the coming days. I might be able to record the Beijing match. Very, very important for the destiny of the title. So thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you again soon. Cheerio.